The contents of this course are meant as guidance on best practice within your organisation and in no way constitute legal advice. If you have any questions regarding data compliance or GDPR within your company, please speak to your organisation's data protection officer. Hi, I'm John Courtney and welcome to GDPR on Data Protection Compliance for Beginners. First, we'll be going over the basics of the General Data Protection Regulations, otherwise known as GDPR, that apply within the UK and the countries of the European Union, as well as to any data that is transferred to or from the EU from outside countries such as the US. Note that depending on where you are transferring data from or to, more than one law may be applicable. For example, data transfers between the EU and the United States would be covered by laws in both countries. After we've gone over GDPR, we'll move on to the data protection and data privacy section of the course, where we'll go over the obligations of an organisation, responsibilities of end users, responsibilities of data controllers, and paper records versus digital records. Although we'll be covering data protection and data privacy in detail later on in the course, a good example of what we'll be covering in this section is that in order to help with compliance, relevant training could be issued to end users in order to ensure that they have the correct information in order to be able to handle data securely and legally. The level of training required in this case would often depend on the person's role within an organisation, as well as any previous experience with handling personal data. Note that while this course is mainly aimed at those residing within the UK and the EU, there are some common sense principles covered here, such as ensuring data is properly secured, that are applicable worldwide. For example, it would not be acceptable anywhere to send data unencrypted, whether this is via physical media, such as a USB stick or a CD-ROM sent via the postal system, or within plain text in an email message, as unsecured emails can be intercepted between the sender and the recipient, due to the fact that emails will be moving through multiple servers during transit. Now that we've gone over the course outline, let's move on to the first part of the course, an overview of GDPR.